Hi guys, welcome back to Sunny Healing. Today we're doing a pick a card reading using this beautiful deck that Amida has offered me. Thank you so much, Amida, for your gift. So I'm asking, basically I'm asking what your angels and ancestors have for you in terms of your life path, your life mission. So this is a nice deck for that. I find it really fun to use, really deep, really wise. So I have three piles here. My pile number one is this one here with the red clip, pile one. Pile two is the gold clip. And pile three is the black clip. Okay, so I give you a couple of seconds. I'll meet you at your pile. Hello, welcome back. Pile number one, the red clip. So let's see what your ancestors have in terms of messages from your, angels, ancestors. What do we have for your life path? So let's get the card. So let's see. Direction Guardian, choose your path. Wow. Okay, I feel from this card here that many of you are right now looking for a different path. Very difficult for you to make some kind of decision. I see at least three paths opening up for you. Your angels are trying to show you the way. I feel there's a lot of confidence here. They're trying to push you. There's a lot of need to be more bold, more action oriented. There is you're being activated to, around your solar plexus chakra. You're gaining a lot of confidence. I feel a lot of Leo energy here. You see there's also the lion, obviously, so also Taurus and Scorpio in this card. But I feel here that you're being encouraged to be to go for it. I feel here that you might be feeling that you're being watched over, guided, maybe even watched by others. Some of you could be on social media. There is this intense watching over you that you might feel. You might feel a presence, you might feel someone watching over you, something is watching you, or yeah, you have a social presence and people see you, look at you. You could be someone that people like to look at when you enter a room, when you show up in a space. There's a lot of abundance coming your way here, my pile number one. Some of you could be very much connected to the mother side of your family, the feminine here. Some of you may like to actually drink dairy, milk, things like that. There's a lot of sacredness coming out of your pile. There's something very sacred. You could come from a family that's very religious or spiritual, or have had some kind of roots at some point in spirituality, religion, or yeah, something close to the spiritual realm. I also feel here that someone here in your family holds you very dear to their heart. They like to hug you. They like to specifically hold you in their arms. You might be also connected to specific archangels that you might connect with often, with whom you feel a sense of protection and safety. I feel very strongly that your ancestors and your angels are trying to bring you clarity, clarity of purpose, clarity of direction, and would love for you to take action once it's very clear. They want you to look at the bigger picture. They want you to be more bold. They want you to be more productive in a way. Some of you are very, very strong, intuitive people. You have the third eye that's very open or opening up. Your vision is being opened. There is a very strong need to choose a path here, but in a way that it's very clear to you. So do not choose something without having clarity. There is a need to bring clarity first. And that's something I feel your ancestors are helping you right now to get clarity of purpose, clarity of what you need to do next. Um, there's an intense feeling that's it's like someone is watching over you, someone is looking at you, someone is maybe wanting to reach out to you. It could be actually in the 3D realm right now. Someone trying to reach out to you, wanting to start something with you. Someone could be actually attracted to you. This could be someone who is into you in terms of romantic connection, maybe. There's a definitely here, they want you to be more clear on what you want before choosing a path, because paths are actually being open to you. Paths are going to be shown to you. You are closing up a cycle here. I'm also hearing you finishing something important, something that was very tough, something that was karmic, and that you learned a lot of lessons from, and clarity is coming. I feel a lot of you are very tired. It could have been so tough, even on your physical body, more than just emotional. Um, and you're stepping up. You're stepping up to the plate soon. I feel that you are going to want to take action anyway. You are being encouraged to do so. Follow your heart, I'm hearing as well. I see here very green heart chakra opening. All right, let's see what else. You have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, number 36, which is the 9. So you're finishing up a cycle, you're closing up something. And again, I see the color orange here. You see the angel? Both angels have this orange aura. There's a need to use your creativity here. Yes, creative side, opening something new, starting something new, doing something that's artsy. I feel that a lot of you are actually dreaming about that kind of stuff. You would love to have a little bit more of free time to do something more creative, something where you would almost lose yourself in, lose time in. You know, paintings, drawings, writing, even pottery, even some of you would like to do baking. Anything that requires some creativity and lets you go into some kind of meditative state, and gives you the sense of bringing something new, okay, in your environment, bringing something new into the world. Some of you might want to actually create a baby. That could be something that you are contemplating here. You're being surrounded by a beautiful creative aura here. You are being pushed toward creativity. So even if you're not working in that field or domain, I feel here your ancestors are encouraging you to create things, create new things. Some of these things could be actually very lucrative, could be used in the future. You know, I'm hearing some of you might have created a book, and now is is the right time to publish it, or later at some point you're going to feel the need to publish it. It doesn't matter if people don't see your art. That's what I mean. It doesn't matter if you are not showing your creativity to the world. I feel here a need to actually produce and create no matter what, even if it's not expressed to others, even if it's not shown to others. The expression is actually needed. You need to release that in some kind of art. Also feel some of you could have a sacral chakra that's a little bit blocked, or maybe an overactive sexuality here. Uh, I don't want to say addicted to sex, but maybe one or two of you here could feel some kind of addiction to sexuality. Could be an overactive sexual sexual needs here. Rooting, I'm hearing originating or rooting from a lack of confidence, or like low self-esteem. Okay, interesting. You also have courtship. Oof, so yeah, someone could be interested in you, could be trying to court you. Um, you might not be interested here. I feel that you have maybe a lot of suitors, or maybe people looking at you, almost looking at you. You're like this delicious, beautiful person. People want you in their surroundings, but you're almost a little bit bored by your options, unsure. Or maybe even too things are just too, not boring, but maybe too stable, like same thing over and over again, like a routine, you know, too much of a rut. Even the options that you have, you might feel that there's a lot of rut, routine, you know, things are not exciting, spontaneous, fun, and you're looking elsewhere. Yeah, you could have many people actually looking at you, very much desiring you in their lives. You might have people interested in you with the name M, you know, then starting with the name M. It's a lot of calm surrounding you here. I also feel here that your angels, ancestors are telling you to stay open to love. Some of you might have blocked your heart, or something might have happened that disappointed you, and you are not interested anymore when it comes to love in general. Stay open-minded, stay positive if you can. Actually, creating things, learning to create anything, actually, it doesn't matter, is going to help you deal with whatever blockages you have around emotions or romance or love in general. It's going to help you open up your heart chakra. I feel very strongly. Um, you're being called to do something, even if you're bored, even if you feel that you've been into doing some kind of routine work, or not, no spontaneity anymore, or that whatever options you have are not really interesting to you. You're being called to do something about it. Do something about it. So create the opportunities that you want. Go after the person you like. Don't be shy. What else do we have? Community. Okay, 39. Okay, interesting. Okay, you know, here I feel very strong roots with your family. You could have Cancer somewhere in your chart. Very strong roots with the family. You could be from Europe, you know, Italian, Spanish, Greek, somewhere around the Mediterranean Sea. You could have even Polish, Eastern European origins. Your parents could be immigrants, or your grandparents could be immigrants into the US. They might have immigrated to the US or to European countries, other European countries. You might have been a little bit mischievous when you were younger. Um, you might have had an older brother who traveled somewhere far to study. You always looked up to that brother. There's very strong family roots, so you are very close to your family. Your ancestors are very close to you. You have people surrounding you, even if you don't see them. There's a lot of goodwill, a lot of positive vibe when it comes to your family. Even the ones that could be challenging to deal with, they actually want the best for you. Even I'm feeling even people who are not necessarily family, the ones that you actually consider your family. So, you know, friends, close friends, you know, other type of soulmates that are not specifically your family. Again, I'm hearing creativity is going to be really important. Some of you might like to work with flowers, so some of you might like to decorate your home with flowers, have flowers surrounding you, have flowers in your garden, and fragrance. Yeah, fragrant flowers. I also feel a strong link with spring. You could be born in spring, March, April, so maybe in Aries, maybe Taurus, somewhere in the spring. You might have had a really warm and fun grandpa, or grandpa that you respected a lot, that's actually watching over you right now. If he's dead, or if he's not, he still really cares about you, and you might have a very strong connection with this person. Also feel that some of you have spiritual gifts in the family, from your mother's side, specifically the feminine side, that's been either brought to you, brought to your attention, or is going to be brought to your attention because you might have inherited those very strong spiritual gifts. It could be in terms of, intuitive gifts, tarot, things like that. All right, I have a few channeled messages. Let's take a look at them. So here you have, you do what others can't. Interesting. So yes, you are someone who is quite interesting and bold in the way you live your life, or in the way you are being pushed to live your life. Okay, you also have strategist, big ideas. Wow, you're big and bold energy here. I'm also getting King of Sword energy, so you could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So you can have a lot of air placement and could be very intelligent and leading with your head a lot. Good at handling crises. Interesting. You could be doing counseling works, or you could be working in some kind of support, supporting career or something like that. But anyway, you're good at handling crises. I also feel that people from your family or your friends contact you when things are going bad. You're able to calm them down. You're able to give them guidance. You could have strong focus, strong will, quite determined. Let's see. You have been hurt by people who clearly didn't care. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yes. Okay. So this could be a message for someone here. Releasing through arts. Yes. There's a need to release through arts. So, wow, I'm really interested. I'm really intrigued that this message came out again. So creativity is going to be an important part of your life path here, number one. Okay, so I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I'll see you at your next reading. Bye. Hi, pile 2. If you choose the gold clip, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what your ancestors want to tell you about your life path, your life mission, anything that's coming up soon. All right, so I have these two. Actually, you have two cards compared to the other groups. Okay, so Lord, take charge with authority. Very interesting. And you have Lady, enjoy growth and reap reward. Oh my god. You have the Lord and the Lady. This is great. Okay, so here I feel, okay, pine number 2. There is a strong, I feel you might have had like a very strong influence of a masculine figure here and a feminine figure in your family. I feel that you have maybe two powerful leaders in your family, a grandpa, a father figure, an aunt, an uncle, people look up to them, both. So the feminine side and the masculine side. And that's something you're inheriting, and you're working on balancing out those two masculine and feminine here energies that you have. You are good at producing something out of nowhere. You're someone who has, you could be a Virgo, you could be very close to nature, you could be someone who likes to spend a lot of time in nature, or like to grow gardens or grow fruits. Specifically the apple here, I have the apple in her hands. So you see this woman is very close to garden. You could do, you know, herbalism, you could be into drinking teas, preparing tea cocktails. You could be a shaman, or someone in your family was considered a shaman, bringing healing through the herbs, through the feminine side here, producing a lot of goodness. You could even have ancestors who were doing farming, who were farmers, who were actually very excellent farmers, who used to even give the extra to their neighbors or other family members. You could also be a farmer yourself. You could be someone who's very good at growing plants, and really being in tune with nature. I also feel a lot of respect when it comes to nature, a lot of closeness to Mother Nature. And that's something you are being called towards, or you already have noticed about yourself, and it's part of your growth here. It's going to bring you a lot of joy if you do actually connect more. And with the Lord here, take charge with authority. I feel here you're being called to take a stand when it comes to nature, take a stand to when it comes to maybe environment. Some of you are actually working in that, environmental studies, someone who is very pro environment, trying to heal Mother Earth. You're being called to take charge, you're being called to step up into your leadership role here, even when it comes to healing. If you are in healing, if you are in basically anything that's related to the feminine here. It's like I feel here this masculine is protecting this feminine. So the masculine here is protecting the feminine's growth, the feminine potential to bring something new into this world. And he's leading the others to see that. He's leading the others to protect her. Some of you could be from Europe or have Icelandic, ancestors coming from Iceland, or even Norway or Sweden. There's a lot of life and potential for life. So I feel here some of you are creating something very fruitful. So again, I have this earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. There's also this Venus energy here. So some of you could be embodying those features here of earth, Mother Earth. Some of you like to make jewelries or are interested in that. You might have piercings. Some of you are actually Native Americans, or yes, Native Americans. Some of you actually go hunting or had ancestors who used to hunt, specifically deers and stags. You could be coming from England, Scotland. I'm also hearing that you're being offered something new, something fresh, something that's going to be a great opportunity. We're going to see more. Okay. So what else? We have rest and rejuvenate, number 19. Okay, you're closing something here. You finished something and you're resting. And I feel a lot of meditation in nature, a lot of, as well, water energy. You could be close to water. You might like to spend time in a place where there's water, or even be fall into meditative states when there is a lot of rain outside, which today we have. I feel there's a lot of interaction with your ancestors when you're doing that. So whenever you're meditating, resting, taking time off, even just to lie down and do nothing, um, there's a lot of interaction with your ancestors. A lot of things are being healed in your family, or traumas that you received from your family. Um, and this could actually have happened even in your younger age or childhood. Things have been healing from what you have um, gained from your family in terms of karma and things like that. And it's still going on. Some of you like to travel, some of you actually have taken a plane lately, have been in a plane just recently. I also feel that some of you like to do Reiki. You might actually be a Reiki healer, or even do any kind of touch, healing touch, massage, or anything with your hands. I feel that whatever you use your hands here, pie number 2, you can produce so much healing to the earth and to all, the whole feminine side of Mother Earth, and even people. You can bring a lot of balance here between the masculine and feminine. You help balance this out in yourself and in others. You're very calming. There's something very calming about your energy. You also have toil and labor, and journey. Okay, so there's a lot of things happening for you. You have gone some kind of journey, and there's a lot of I feel you guys have been working so hard, so hard in your lifetime already. Even if you're very young, there has been a lot of hard work when it comes to your personality, working on yourself, really improving yourself. And that's part of the journey that being really brought into this earth to be in this cycle, closing up a lot of karma from your family, closing up a lot of your own karma, a lot of your own emotional traumas. There's a lot of tens in your reading, so that's part of your path here. What else? Yes, you might have felt that things have been tough, and I feel that some of you actually have gone through periods of being broke. You can even eat, you can even buy yourself new clothes or anything. You've had to like put your head down and work non-stop. And this is something that's part of your journey. This is something that is very strongly linked to who you are, even your heritage. I'm feeling if it's not you, your parents or your grandparents had to work really hard to get where they're at now. There was no like money given to them. And also I feel there has been maybe immigration, or people who have been traveling a lot when it comes to your family, or you have had to travel a lot, move from one place to another, and when it comes to work, just to find a better work. Or your parents, your dad specifically, your father figure here, who had to like travel from one place to another to make money, and maybe send it to you guys, send it to your family. There's also deep roots with your grandma here. Your grandma was a very hard worker. She might have had a very tough life in her youth. I don't know if that's something you know about, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, let's take a look at the channeled messages here. Okay. Oh, abused, difficult childhood. So yes, I was saying you've had difficult emotions to deal with even early in your childhood. Even yeah, I mean it's part of the life path that you're on. Dancing is in your blood. Okay, so some of you might like to dance, or might like to release while dancing, or like to pick up dancing. And what else? Your intensity makes others run. Really interesting. This, I'm getting Scorpio vibes with this. You could be very intense. You could be very deep, and you might understand people on a very deep level. You might see through them because you have had a lot of difficulties or difficult challenges, or even your family had to go through a lot of difficult challenges. So you understand others on a very deep level, and that can make people run or trigger them in a way. You see through people. Oh my god, I was just saying that. So yes, you see through people. Alright, so sign number 2. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I'll see you at your next reading. Bye. Hello. Hello, welcome back by 3. If you chose this black clip, this is going to be your reading. So let's take a look at your ancestors' message, ancestor oracle card. Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. Very interesting. Very strong, powerful vibes here. Aries. I'm getting Aries. You might have Lilith in Aries. I'm getting very strong, important Lilith placement here for you. I don't know why. You could be somewhat of a feminist, or someone who likes to stand out for feminine empowerment. You can have tattoos. You could have had people in your family who stood up for women, or even unusual feminine leaders in your families, and you look up to them. Or even your grandparents might have had tattoos, you know, like tribal tattoos, things like that. I feel very strong warrior vibe here, of course, with Shield Maiden. Also, I'm feeling here that your ancestors have shielded you from many things, angels and everything. You know, the universe have shielded you from anything that could have hurt you more than you would have thought. You know, it's like you would have opened your heart to it, you would have followed that path, and then it was very hurtful for you, and they shielded you. And I'm feeling it's still the case right now. You're being very protected. If you're not doing any kind of protection ritual, I would strongly recommend that you do. I feel it here. Also, talismans, if you can wear something to protect yourself. I feel here people may have taken advantage of you here, by number 3. You could be quite guarded towards people in these days or recently for whatever reason here. Let's see. Some of you might have had been shut down or being told to shut up very early in your childhood, or specifically during your teenage years. You needed to express yourself. There was a lot of need to self-express, and you were just blocked. I'm getting here blocked throat chakra. Yes, you might have been in abusive relationships as well, or felt that you couldn't speak up. I'm telling you, make plans and focus. Really interesting message here. Wow. It's actually part of the thing that you need to do right now. So whatever you're looking after to do, the first thing is to make a plan and to focus. Stay focused on what you truly want. What is it that you truly want? I'm also getting that don't be influenced by others. Stand up for yourself. If you know that it's what's true for you, what's real for you, what you really need for you, it's important that you stand up for yourself. Very strong warrior vibes here. Yeah, you could have Aries somewhere in your chart, but I feel a lot of fire anyway. I feel a lot of fire. All right, let's see a little bit more. What is this? Adjacent possibilities. Very interesting. Some of you are being called in different directions by many people surrounding you, people who you care about, people who are very close to you, family, friends, and you could get confused a little bit. You could end up, at a standstill or unable to move forward, or some kind of crossroad here I'm getting as well. You could be, stuck almost, or feel stuck, or feel like you need to decide on something, on a direction, on a pathway. And I'm feeling here, you're being told that you have actually more possibilities than you think, more opportunities than you think. Look more closely to whatever those opportunities are, because I feel that one opportunity, let's say you have two pathways to decide from, let's say, for example, two options. One option is actually much opening up other doors, many other doors, the other one as well. So, just take a look very closely to the different opportunities, the different options that you have right now. If you are feeling at a crossroad, if you're someone like what I'm describing, because there's going to be more doors opening once you choose that opportunity. Yes. hmm And very unexpected doors actually opening up for you. Unexpected doors from different places. I'm also getting that this could be in terms of love opportunities here. I'm getting that very strongly. Different romantic opportunities, almost like you are very focused on your career, very much working on something that is important for you, trying to stand up for yourself in maybe a job or something like that. And all of a sudden, so many different opportunities everywhere opening themselves up for you. And you are surprised by it. Let's see what else. You have adjudication. Interesting. Oof, a judge. Some of you are actually going through legal issues right now. Maybe separating, divorce, or have had to go through that when you were young. Being in front of a judge, having to choose one of your parents. Um, yes, I'm getting very strong vibe of children having to go through a divorce in terms of their parents, or you are living that, or you had to live that with your partner, and being a little bit heartbroken for your children. Some of you have even recently gone through some kind of tests in an institution, university, something like that, having to be judged by someone. I also feel that you are very much protective of yourself. So if you are someone who identifies with this divorce, being in a divorce, parents, you actually helped learn to protect yourselves, learn to take care of yourselves. You might have been made older than you actually are. So had to grow up really fast. You had to grow up and be more mature than people you were surrounded by. Your other friends didn't have to go through this. You had to protect yourself, and they made you really tough. Actually, you could be in the justice system. You could be a lawyer, a judge, working in a paralegal, or even in an institution, government, something very serious and very demanding when it comes to that kind of career, serious and demanding and structured, a lot of rules, a lot of regulations. And this kind of structure could make you feel more comfortable or more easy within yourself. What else do we have? High honor, interesting, wow. Number 25, so you have a lot of sevens in your 6 and 7s in your reading. High honor. Wow, I feel here, point number 3, some of your ancestors might have been in a war, maybe the World War, World War II, World War One, and they've had some kind of medal or some kind of recognition for what they had to do, and also not just the World War. It could also be U.S. All the wars that the U.S. had to go through in the couple about past 20 years, and they've had some kind of medals or something like that. You could also be in the army yourself, something that could be interesting to you. You could be wanting to get into the army, or I also feel that someone in your family was some kind of general, some kind of official person here. There's a lot of official persons here in your reading. Definitely, definitely, judge. Yeah, someone maybe like high ranked, a general, an officer, something like that. In the army, you had someone like that in your family who is very inspiring to you. Someone who is like that, who was watching over you. It could even be like a stepdad, I'm hearing, or even an uncle, cousin, granddad, or your husband, a spouse, husband or wife as well. There's a very strong attraction to the army. Also, I'm getting that some of you are very action oriented. You are very much into sports. You are very strong physically. You show up as someone who's very tough, very, very tough. By number 3. And there's a lot of softness inside. There's a lot of sensitivity that is hidden under the shield of toughness. Some people might find it really hard to know you because you could be a little bit guarded. It is part of your past anyway, that's what I'm hearing. It was part of the past that you had to go through to see the different opportunities that are actually around you. I feel that this is actually something that they want to clearly communicate to you. All this toughness, if that's something you feel here, was to open you up to all these different opportunities, because at some point I feel a big release, a big heart chakra opening, you know, a release, and also the crown chakra. So you see things that you haven't seen before, even in the mundane things, even in the things that you thought were just there and nothing special. You're gonna start seeing all different options and all different opportunities. Like you're seeing the light, all of a sudden. All the protection was important up to now, I'm hearing. All that protection and that guardedness was actually really essential for you, but maybe not anymore. Let's see what channeled messages we have for you. All right, we have unwanted in the family. Very interested. You could have felt a little bit unwanted in your family, or yeah, difficult family interactions early on with your parents, or even with other people in your family. What else do you have? You or your family had to seek refuge. Yeah, some people here have their family like actually refugees from a war, had to go somewhere to protect themselves from the war. Or you could have this in your family, actually ancestry. You could have a family member who had to hide during the war. You had to seek refuge, but it doesn't have to be specifically for the war. You might have had to seek refuge from others. Again, I'm seeing this shielded warrior here, that it was part of the plan, part of your life path, part of your past, but it's unblocking a lot of things. What else do you have? You attract abundance. That's what I was saying. Abundant possibilities, abundant opportunities are opening up for you. Okay, what is the last message? You are influenced by inspiring people. Okay, here, point number 3, I feel that some of you have looked up to people who are, mentors, guidance counselors, or, coaches, things like that. You might actually be influenced by that to really inspire you, move forward in your life, inspire you, create abundance in your life. Alright, so I hope you liked reading my pie number 3. Please, if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And I see you at your next reading. Bye.